Welcome to the Sandwich Generation and happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you and yours are finding a way to connect this season. We are so happy to be here to hold your hand and to help you through all the tough stuff, and just so grateful for this year. You know, it's tough to be grateful whenever you've been locked up with COVID all stinking year long. We're all sick of it, but even still, there are things to be grateful about in this season. Let's unpack a few of those. I have to say, the first one I'm thankful for is my parents deciding to do drive-through Thanksgiving. And we got to do that today. It is super exciting. You know, Mom was very sad that we couldn't get together all together like we normally do. We're a huge group and we normally get together and talk and all those things that people do. And this year we didn't get to do that, and Mom and Dad got creative and they still found a way for their family to connect and to find their family, you know, sharing food and sharing love, even though we couldn't do it the way we normally do it. So thanks, Mom and Dad, for being willing to be flexible and to help us all stay connected. I'm also very grateful for the safety I find in assisted living. And what I mean by that is, since all this happened, I go to work every single day in the office, and my office is dead center inside of a senior living building. And I've been doing it all this time, and I'm so grateful for the leadership that has shown us that we can still be safe during COVID. You know, when this all first hit back like in February-ish is when it started hitting in the senior living world, where we all of a sudden had to mobilize and do things quickly. And no one in the industry knew exactly how to handle those scenarios. But we have learned and grown, and we've shared, even across companies, we have shared ideas and we have shared our battles and our struggles, and we've gotten so much better. And I say better, you know, we've been safe the entire time, but we've gotten better at handling things on the fly, to know what to do, to know what chemicals will kill COVID virus. Because you know what? We didn't know that in February. No one had ever heard of this crazy disease before. And you take all those things for granted. You take for granted, especially if you have someone in senior living and you're very bent out of shape because you can't take them out to do this. You can't take them out to do that. You can't go in and see them because of X, Y, and Z. But the reality is, I can't express to you the magnitude of the stuff that everyone in senior living has had to do this year, and how many times we've had to pivot to make sure everything's okay. And when I say the many times, sometimes that many times to pivot has been multiple times in a single day. And so whenever we call you and we're giving you updates about things and we say, well, here's how it is right now. The reason we're saying that is because if we've learned anything from COVID, it is that it is a fluid situation. It changes all the time. But we have learned to move and bob and weave and take care of everyone through that whole crisis. And have we lost people? Yes, just across the country. If you're someone who has lost that person, there's nothing I can say to make it okay. And I don't want to lessen the fact that this happened to you and your family. But to think about the number of people who have passed away because of COVID in senior living, based on the number of people who actually are still in senior living, you know, that number is incredibly small compared to what it could be. So thankful for all of our staff, thankful for everyone who has worked so hard to make this all work out. I'm also super thankful this year for delivery services, aren't you? If you have someone who's driving deliveries to your door, whether it's Uber Eats or Amazon or your grocery store or wherever, we have certainly learned that we can have anything delivered to our door. And those people, goodness, don't you know that they've been working just round the clock to drop off every ridiculous thing that we need to survive? And now that Christmas is coming up, oh my goodness, it's just going to be insane for those people. And don't get me wrong, they're getting paid, they enjoy their jobs, but still, I just want everyone to know how grateful I am that we even have that available. You know, if this COVID crisis would have hit 30 years ago, wow, what a different scenario we would have. But because the entire country has banded together, and because we do have things like smartphones and internet and online shopping, we didn't have those things 30 years ago, we would have been in a pickle. So, very grateful we have those things today. Along those lines, I am super grateful for the ability to just go boop, boop, boop and order anything from my cell phone. Last night, I went to the store and I got all the things that I had to make for Thanksgiving, for our drive through Thanksgiving, and I forgot a couple of things. And gosh, you know, I'm not going into stores right now because I work in senior living and I don't want to bring in any germs from the outside. And so I'm sitting there in my PJs last night going, dang it, I can't believe I forgot those apples. And I just go on my phone, go to the Tom Thumb app and say, oh, I need apples. And of course, I need a few other things that I'd forgotten. And just boom, I can just drive up and get it. I can have it magically delivered to my door. I can't express to you, if you are a person who's young enough that you don't remember living without smartphones and you don't remember living with, you know, being able to order things the way we can now. There was a time when that was not possible, and that time was very recently. So, eternally grateful for those things. And I hope that you will take some time this Thanksgiving to think about what you're grateful for. I know that this year has been extra tricky to find something to be grateful for, but they're out there. And if you feel more grateful for things, you'll just feel better on the inside. So, in the middle of your Thanksgiving, I hope that you'll take a moment to stop. Let's think all of these things through. Thank you for watching today.